Greetings, friends. Jawless Paul here. In this video, you're going to see a long speed run explanation where Wriste coaches me through a specific run and teaches me how to optimize my gameplay to get as fast as possible. I'm training for the Hermes Cup Friday, the 11th of September. I hope you'll check that out, but this has got a lot of nuggets of information. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it. And please go follow Wriste on Twitch. He streams a lot and he's very, very good at explaining concepts in the game. Hope you enjoy it. Catch you in the next one. I like extreme measures too. I've always liked that.
Yep, this all looks good. There's an option to turn on forced overtime. It will save you some seconds in terms of minions spawning.
Yeah.
But it also puts you in even greater danger. I don't like using it. Some people do like using it, depending on the weapon.
Yeah.
I think you can justify using it. Some you definitely can't. Like Beowulf, it's a slower weapon.
Yeah.
But there's and Musaeus is making a good point. In a race format, thick skin is nice when you aren't running your best weapon. Yeah, if
good point.
When you're not too confident with, you can easily just switch. And as I said before, it probably doesn't make so huge a difference that it'll break your race.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave forced overtime off because I think the risk of me taking too much damage and being scared, I don't want to be scared. Yeah. So, let's talk about Baddie Companion. Why is that better?
So Baddie Companion gives us some things that Sisyphus doesn't. It's most, as Musaeus said, it's most damage and fastest. And that's like that's really it, cut and dry. You don't really have options in terms of speed.
Fan's a lot of damage, but it's too slow, right?
Fan's a lot of damage, he's too slow, especially for the things you want to use it against, like the Power Couple, the heads.
Yeah.
Even the Theseus Minotaur fight can get a little hairy if one of them decides to jump out. And with like Lerny, in the time that it takes for Thanatos to drop, you've probably phased him yourself already, so there's not really much point in using him.
Okay.
And Antos, the Achilles, Patroclus, keepsake is just not enough damage fast enough. So Baddie's the best as most damage for its time.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to aim when you know what you're doing. So we take that.
Gotcha. Scuba Steve, forced overtime does not make the timer go fast, but enemies go faster, and so you're in more danger. Everything loads in faster, that's why there's a bit of an advantage. But yeah, the clock isn't affected by forced overtime.
Yeah, when minions are spawning, or when enemies are spawning and you see their like little spawn circle, forced overtime will make them come in faster. And for certain enemies, it'll make them approach you faster as well, so you can kill them faster.
Yeah, and they might line up nicely.
Yeah, the disadvantage, of course, is that you might take more damage. There are some enemies that are really, really annoying when they're fast. Namely, the enemies in Asphodel, where they just jump around and like escape your grasp.
Man, those areas are so huge in Asphodel. Super annoying. Okay.
Yeah. So go check out your family. Just make sure everything's good.
That's a good idea. Let me just, it looks like the bit rate has gone back to normal. So we'll go, I'll just go double check, and I think everything is fine. As a matter of fact, she popped in and said that she wasn't streaming. She was just listening to a podcast. So we should be good. But hopefully it doesn't tank again. And I apologize if it does. But anyway, so my understanding is that if I push the space bar, the way we've set it up, if I push the space bar, it'll start the run and it'll start my split. Here's hoping, right? Hopefully we don't have to restart this. Are we ready?
Feel free to pause whenever. Whenever we reach to a decision, we can pause and we can talk about it.
Yeah, right. So this is going to be a terrible time, right? Like we're just kind of accepting that, but I want to practice doing this.
Yeah, for everyone who's watching this, like the splits are there, the timer will be going, but we're still treating this as like going slow. It's just there so that we can get used to using it like knowing when to split. We can talk about that too if you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're good.
Perfect.
Risk versus reward, correct, Scuba Steve.
And yes, Musaeus, I believe hotkeys are on. I believe we're good there. We'll find out. Yep. Here we go. Oh, thank heavens, it works.
Nice.
A mortal's life is short and fraught with pain.
Since we're in a cutscene, I guess in a race format, like we just keep going, but
yeah,
had a little pain.
Yeah, if I was doing
into a cutscene, I would like restart it.
Definitely. Okay.
Okay, nice.
Double Nova would be what I'd take. Or is Cruel Thrust better?
So the hard part about Double Nova is that so you know that you can interrupt the Double Nova by dashing too soon, right?
Oh, that you can ruin the double.
Yeah, it takes a little bit like a Nova to come out. You have to delay a little bit, and since we're building for our attacks, that delay I think reads as a loss in damage. Cruel Thrust doesn't do anything for us, but Piercing Wave is like good enough. And actually I'm pretty sure it scales off of our family favorites as well.
Okay.
So we can scale that damage a little bit. It's not great. We prefer things like Double Edge or Slash. But we would take
Shadow Slash. Shadow Slash is pretty amazing, right?
Shadow Slash does not work on dash attacks, so fortunate.
Oh, that is terrible. Okay, I'll take Piercing Wave then.
So for this decision, like now that you know what you know about Double Nova, you can sort of think to yourself, okay, we don't take Double Nova. So when you approach this hammer, like you can already be thinking, okay, this is what I don't want.
Yeah, I'm going to be dashing a lot. Double Nova is probably not going to do anything for me, whereas Piercing Wave might.
Well, Piercing Wave will definitely give you some nice base damage, which is good in Tartarus. Like I think it's effectively double your damage. I think your dash attack does something like 25 damage, so it's still good.
Okay.
So yeah, we take Piercing Wave.
Nemesis Jerds.
Yeah, obviously we're looking for
Nemesis.
Like you know what we're looking for, right?
Yeah, we're looking for the dash attack from Artemis. And,
we're looking in terms of hammers.
Oh yeah, we're looking for the double blade. We're looking for the one that does the armor damage, right?
Breaching Clash.
Breaching, yeah. That's what I would usually look for.
Yep, and Piercing Wave is an okay settling boon, an okay settling hammer. If you see anything else, your thoughts should then go to what hurts me the least.
Gotcha. Right.
So Cruel Thrust doesn't really hurt you.
Nova.
Snap Nova's bad. We ignore that one.
Yeah. Okay. But this one does nothing against me, right? Like this doesn't hurt me in any way.
It does not hurt you.
But both of these would be better.
Flurry Slash will actually hurt you. Double Nova won't really hurt you either. You can take that. Flurry Slash will hurt you though because
you lose
for
damage.
some reason. Well, it's not so much that you kind of lose damage, but you lose damage because for whatever reason, Flurry Slash prioritizes your basic attacks over your dash attacks in some weird way. So it'll cause you to perform a regular attack more frequently than if you didn't have it.
Okay.
So you want to avoid that hammer too.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's.
With that in mind, take Piercing Wave.
Here we go.
And go onward.
Deadlier than ever.
Key is really good. There's a Chaos Gate. There are some instances where you would skip an early Chaos Gate.
Okay.
This is not one of those. Nemesis Sword loves Chaos Gates.
Yeah. Okay.
But like if you're on a weapon that really relies on a boon, and we're in a situation like we are now, where we're offered a boon in the next room, I'm thinking specifically for like Merciful Lend. Like let's say you started with a hammer, and you don't have your doom damage.
Yeah,
well,
that's
useless.
bad. Yeah. You need that. You need that Ares boon.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So, especially this early, honestly, a chaos room is about as long as a normal room. So you're not really losing much by skipping it. That's an option.
Okay.
But for here, we really want it because dash attack damage and attack damage are both really, really good. So we take this Chaos Gate.
Might as well.
Perfect. Makes sense to me.
Am I too late? You're not late, Disconnector.
Yeah, you're good.
Right on.
And this is all going on YouTube too, so if you missed part of it and come back, that's all good.
Okay, so let's see what we have here.
That looks pretty good. Blade Strike looks pretty good. The special is annoying.
So this is kind of up to you. This is pretty good. We can roll for something better if we want. And the special thing is annoying.
Yeah,
It
but it's
depends
only
on
3
how
encounters.
confident- Yeah, it depends on how confident you feel. If you think that you can get through these next 3 rooms, and to be clear, you will be specialing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be not
I have
specialing.
to. I have to. Yeah.
If you think you can get through these next 3 rooms without being too punished, then we just take Flayed Strike and move on against 3 encounters, which is a really good number.
Yeah.
Especially early on in Tartarus, those rooms will fly right by. So I would take this if you don't feel comfortable taking a Chaos Boon that will, like actively hurt you to the degree that this does. Then we could reroll.
Yeah.
I'll leave that choice up to you, but I would personally take this. This is a good one.
Yeah. I'll take it. And then I would take the gems over the darkness. Right, of course. Well, actually,
Yeah, I would. So yeah, tell me what you're thinking. Sorry.
just because having the gold, what is it, 20 gold for a gem room? That's all. I mean, that's the only thing I'm thinking about is having the gold to buy things from the well or from a shop or gold is really useful. But I mean, the 5 health is also nice. I don't know.
Yeah, it's so again, this is kind of up to you. Since we have high confidence, we're kind of playing into the sort of all-in playstyle anyway. I think like any of us would take the money because 20 gold can make a huge difference. There we go, new subscriber.
Yeah, thanks, Pen Player. Appreciate the Twitch Prime sub for 3 months. Holy moly. Okay.
Solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, we generally prioritize the gems. We almost never take darkness. The only time we take darkness is when maybe the alternative that's being offered is something like really scary or bad or something. I don't know what that would be. So
Yeah, it's either keys or gems or darkness, or a nectar. I'd always take nectar. So for me, it goes nectar, keys, gems, darkness.
It depends on what you want out of your build. So if you have one boon and you have, like, let's say it's a doom boon, and you run into a nectar, well, maybe you take the nectar because it's guaranteed to hit your doom. But if you're playing a build that really wants to have as many rerolls as possible, like say Merciful End, then you would prioritize keys.
Sure.
But like, it's not to say you absolutely would not take the nectar, but it's something that you'd have to strongly consider. I've taken nectar when it's guaranteed to hit my doom boon over keys before, and
But you like the keys.
I've turned down nectar in the same situation for a key. So it depends on how you're feeling, but just know that choice is there.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I guess you have to be flexible and figure what you need. The rerolls, I've yet to. I think I haven't used Faded Persuasion enough to really understand how powerful it is. Like that's always been my issue. Like when I play with Faded Authority, I always end the run with like 5 or 6 that I never used. Right, like so. I know this is more of like a precious resource that we have to take advantage of. So.
Yeah, it is a little precious. So we value keys a little more highly here, especially.
Not too bad. Okay.
All right.
I think I would take the Artemis.
I think that's the correct decision. I don't think the decision that would make you not choose Artemis, unless for some reason you're offered the shop. But I think we're too early to see the shop. So
Sure. Okay.
Yep, Artemis is correct.
Come on, you.
A little scary with the health there, but that's all right.
It's all right. We're all good.
Yeah, missing some dash attacks there.
Yep. Obviously, try and like feel free to slow down if it
Yep.
helps. Obviously, it's a little hard to slow down since your health is kind of low, but just
Yeah.
like play it
Yeah.
deliberately and
Yep. Don't be so spastic with my stuff.
yeah.
I'd
this
probably
is an-
roll this or take counter dash.
So this is an interesting one. I'm actually so we don't take the special. We want to reserve our special for Aphrodite.
Right. Some
That's
sort
why
of
we'll apply weak
curse.
for well that's why we'll apply. Remember, we don't have privileged status. We have family favorites.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta get used to thinking about that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's actually one less thing to think about, right? Like you don't really
That's true.
have to consider
That's a good point.
whether or not you're going to get 2 curses. Hunter Dash is probably worth taking. I would actually roll here though.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Because our rarities are pretty bad, and Hunter Dash rarity is pretty bad, and we have an extra reroll, so we might as well see what Artemis is going to give us.
Yeah, let's do it.
Personally roll off this. Well, okay, that's good to hear. Bream is the sword master, so okay, this is nice. I think we take the attack. Like, would you be tempted by anything else, or would you be
No.
like, okay, cool, this is our
No,
attack?
yeah, a rare attack seems nice after given what we talked about.
Yeah.
Before I would have been
Obvious-
like, let's roll for the thing. Nice. We got
Nice.
Sisyphus.
And obviously, you could have rerolled again for like a higher rarity, but that's 2 rerolls instead of just 1. So
It's costly.
it's very costly, and you want to use those rerolls. If you roll something twice, you want it to be for something you really want.
Right, a duo or yeah, right. If
duo
you've got
or
the
like
Athena, you've got Ares, you just need that merciful end. Yeah.
Yeah, or like if we run into Aphrodite and we don't get her on the special, we might roll twice for it,
Gotcha. Okay.
just because it's that important.
I take Obel here every time.
Yep, always take the overalls.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Cheers, mate.
Some people might say that you should talk to Boldy. I don't know about that. Oh, I hate this one. I hate this one so much.
Right, I should have told you to pause.
Oh,
Okay, so
thanks for the subscription, Jerds. Twitch Prime. Holy moly. You've only got 1 Twitch Prime subscription to give, and you gave it to me, Jerds. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Sorry.
bringing in those subs. Awesome.
Yeah, right. It's September. Okay, anyway. What were you going to say?
September. Okay, so, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to do this a little bit later in the night. Again, I should have told you to pause.
Yeah.
So there's a way that this is one of the reasons why Meg is so good. We can time Meg to kill the sneak. I don't know if you've seen it in any of the races.
I think I have actually. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Bablo? How was your run? Did you world record?
Yeah. Babloization.
Bablo is a huge contender. PB
Kind of a
5
big deal.
seconds. Yeah, he's a pretty big deal. He and Vareem are going at it for all weapons world record. It's very intense and dramatic and traumatic.
Nice.
PB
Personal best by
seconds.
5 seconds. That's awesome.
PB's a PB, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, so the Meg timing is to to properly time Meg to hit the sneak, you want to wait until the sneak has vanished, and as soon as it's vanished,
Oh,
you want to hit the call button.
dang.
Or
Okay.
hit
Or,
the
yeah, the gotcha. Yeah.
It's not as bad as you think. I learned it. Like it was super easy. It's not complicated. It's just you have to know about it.
Yeah. But you have
I don't
to.
know
You
if
also have to remember, which is my
You have to
problem.
remember.
Yeah.
Does anyone here have like a clip of a sneak timing? If you do, like just slam it.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see. Okay. If no one has it, that's cool. If they do slam it, we can take a look at it real quick. But yeah,
Yeah.
you would have done that.
Okay.
We didn't. That was my mistake.
No, that's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I hate this fight so much. I'd love to skip it with a
Yeah,
with a
it makes
meg.
it way easier.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, let's take our boon.
And we are no longer losing health for our specials, which is great.
Yep, we're solid, and we didn't lose a DD, so good job.
I would roll probably because I really want that dash.
I would roll as well. So we're not. So aside from the dash, what else do you think we're looking for? What else would you like to see?
Artemis 8 isn't bad either as like a finisher. I wouldn't take True Shot or Deadly Flourish because we want to get weak on our we want to get Aphrodite.
Of the things that we aren't seeing, what do you think we might be looking for?
Well, now that we have the attack, we're looking for marked target, right?
Marked is super good.
Yeah. I mean, any of the tier 2, well, maybe not all, not the cast ones, but like increased damage on crits. Is there one that does increased armor damage on crits? Is that a thing?
We don't really care for that.
Okay.
You're largely right. You're largely right.
Okay.
Hunter's Mark is super good. I think we take Hunter's Mark over the dash if we find it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It helps clear rooms so fast.
Really? Okay. I did not know that.
And even though Hunter's dash is good, Athena dash is also fine. If you find it. So we don't mind too much having that spot open. Hunter's dash is so good for clearing rooms. It speeds things up so quickly, or so fast. It's especially good for the Theseus Asterius fight because you'll just be trading the mark back and forth. It saves you so much time. It's crazy. Infrared actually just posted a video showing the stick timing, so if you want to take a look at that just to see what it looks like.
People know infrareds, right? Before everyone clicks on the link. But yeah, no, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we can trust infrareds.
It's good. I clicked on it.
Good deal. Thanks, infrareds. Appreciate it. Sorry to doubt you. Okay, yeah, so I would roll this.
I would like none.
Yeah, I would roll for it too.
How good? Okay. How good is support fire? Is it terrible?
It's not great here.
It's not great. Okay.
I would take the clean. Do you have any other thoughts? We already talked about we want our special slot to be open.
Yeah, we're running out of rerolls, right? Like you might think about rerolling, but 22% increased critical damage. While I don't love this one. I don't love clean kill, but I would take support fire over clean kill, but I don't know if good. Yeah, clean kill's good. Okay.
Kill's very good. So it's especially good on Nemesis Sword because you're critting more. You get more mileage out of your clean kill.
Gotcha. Okay. Is it I guess I like the way that 22% like. Well, anyway, we don't need to go.
I think it's multiplicative.
Okay.
Someone who knows better might be able to tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's multiplicative.
Okay. Gotcha. We'll take it.
Yep, we take it. All right, cool.
Same decision as before.
Yep. Easy decision.
Should have just left that one to die on the trap. But.
It's good to confirm your kills.
Mine now.
Okay, obviously you gotta take the shop every time, right?
Yep. Obviously, always take the shot. We want to save that time.
Okay, Poseidon.
Okay, so
Hermes.
this is so while you were fighting in that room down there, you actually missed a gold pot.
Would you
gold
go back
pots
for
are
it?
a little. Gold pots are well. So as you were fighting, you could have gotten. Is the thing.
Yeah. I should have seen it and started. Because I've got piercing wave, right? Like it could go all the way over there.
Piercing wave. You could have easily like tilted the joystick in that direction and just knocked it with an attack and then moved on.
Yep.
Gold pots, speedrunners and gold pots have a weird relationship where we want them, obviously,
but only when they're right in front of you.
Yeah, we're going so fast that we don't really want to go out of our way for them because, again, like, why would you do something that costs time?
Yeah.
We miss them constantly. But when they're right in your way, just like try to keep an eye out for them. And the reason for that is because I I would consider buying both of these. Some
Okay.
folks in chat might object.
Well, I can't afford both of them, but I could have if I'd gotten that pot.
You
Oh
could have if you
man.
got the pot.
Oh man. Why don't you stop the timer? It's okay. If I have a terrible PB, you know, to start,
yeah,
it's okay.
it's good practice using live split. So we're just using the live splits. So what do you think you would do in this shop? What's your thoughts?
I think the Hermes timer definitely.
Hermes Boon? Yeah.
Or yeah, Hermes timer. Hermes Boon for sure. Maybe the Poseidon. I mean, like, there's a bunch of things with Poseidon that I'd love to see. Like, I'd love to see his dash. I mean, like, as an alternative to Artemis, right? Because we're not guaranteed to get that. And I feel like, I don't know.
You don't really want to see his dash.
Okay.
He can mess you up in all kinds of ways.
Then there's Hydraulic Might, right? The one that does additional damage for the first 5 seconds.
That's the one. Hydraulic
That's
Might's
the one.
really,
Okay.
really good.
Yeah.
I would avoid anything that impacts your... So the problem with knockbacks is that they can help you, but they can also really, really hurt you.
Yeah.
Especially in Tartarus, you're knocking back an enemy like into lava. That can be a huge pain. It can lose you health. It can lose you time.
Yeah.
Eventually, because you lose a DD, it doesn't do enough damage to really justify existing on you.
Sure. Especially compared to like Athena dash or Artemis dash, right? Like you're taking away that slot.
You'd rather have something else in there. It is extra damage technically, but in some ways it's worse than no dash.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So if you're looking at Poseidon, and you want to just take like a junk boon, like Ocean's Bounty is fine. I like taking Sunken Treasure just because it'll give me some nice healing. It gives me a handful of gold. I can just move on.
Yeah. It's not, you're not going to lose anything, and you don't have Poseidon in the. Does that kind of excludes Poseidon from the pool, right? Because a little bit, doesn't it? If you don't take a tier 1 boon, is that true? Is that? I don't know.
It doesn't remove him from the pool. He'll still be in your boon pool. You'll still see him again.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It's yeah.
Useful.
That's all you want from. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right, this is an
greatest
easy
reflex.
decision.
Greatest reflex for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to be a little more deliberate with your dash attacks.
Yeah.
It's like even for me, like it's hard to use all the dash attacks. I'm not like a sword master.
Yeah.
Like Museus or Vareem or what have you. It's been terribly good at. But yeah, we take the dashes. They're good.
Okay.
And we get out of here.
Numbskulls.
I feel like it could like corral these people a little bit better.
This room is just awful in general. Try to stay, I would say, toward the center. On the large, enemies will not spawn outside your field of view, which is not always true, but it's true most of the time. So trying to keep in like one general, like fairly fixed location will help with the consistency of the spawns. At least that's my understanding of it. So you're doing a really good job avoiding damage.
Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes
hanging off in the wings.
Yep, and that'll happen. Nope.
Yes, that's very nice. Deadly Strike, or is this like is every percentage that you get on clean kill just like ridiculous, or is it Deadly Strike?
I think Deadly Strike is better.
Okay.
Mathematically speaking, not only are you scaling it on your attack, you're also scaling that onto clean kill. Which I think is worth more percentage wise.
Right, and all attacks that don't crit.
Yeah, exactly. I think there might come a point where clean kill is better, but we're definitely not there yet. So yeah,
Perfect.
we just take the attack. And the fountain gives us back all that health, so we're good.
Very nice. Whew.
If we didn't have gold, obviously we would have chosen the heart. But
yeah, right. Okay, I always miscount, and I always think to myself, I always want the shot. Like when I'm practicing for racing, I always want the shot, but a free health would be good if I only had like 50 gold or something. Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I can use this.
I might roll here.
I think we roll this once too. Yeah. None of these are super good.
Hunter's Mark.
There it is.
Super.
Got it.
Okay, and then would I? Oh, I guess I can't. Would you grab a key? Would you have bought a key?
I'm back.
But I
Hades.
bought a key. I don't know. I have to
Maybe
think
not.
about it.
Yeah.
And here I was, just wondering.
All right, there we go. Don't forget to plug her with your cast.
Yes. Oh right, we have we have Stygian Soul.
Yep.
When do we want to use Megara? Or can we again? We can, right?
We cannot. No.
Okay,
We cannot
gotcha.
use our Meg here.
Okay.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't get
one
you a
thing
reroll
that-
if you buy a key. I did not know that.
No, they get. I thought you were joking. No. Keys do not give you.
I
so
guess
we
I
ignore all of the extra stuff that you can offer.
gotcha. I have never bought a key, so I've never seen whether it did or did not.
Yeah, it does not. It's a trap we've all fallen into at least once. So
Sure,
don't feel
sure.
bad about it.
Sure.
We want it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah. Aphrodite.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so here's a point that a lot of people don't think about when they have Hunter's Mark. We don't have to pause here. We're good. The timer's paused.
All right.
So Hunter's Mark obviously makes rooms good because when you crit something, you're basically guaranteed to crit the next thing you hit.
Yeah.
This works in boss rooms with ads as well, with their little minions.
Oh.
So if there's, say, a thug near Meg, and you have Hunter's Mark,
Yeah.
including that thug in your attacks will increase your damage against, is very likely to increase your damage against Meg.
Gotcha.
So if you crit the thug will pass the mark off, hopefully will pass the mark off to Megara, and your next attack will crit her, and you can like rebound that a whole bunch of times. It works for the Hades fight. I don't know if you've seen it before, but when there are, and we'll talk about it a little bit more when we get there. Obviously, I'll remind you. But if you a Hades fight where someone has Hunter's Mark, they might choose to not kill the ad spawns.
Okay.
And let them live. And the reason for that is because of Hunter's Mark. Because if you group them up like that, you will like just shoot the mark around and kill everything super fast.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So like if I could have found a way to just dash through a thug and Meg, that would have been probably better. It would have been more optimal.
It's worth thinking about.
Yeah.
It's not worth going out of your way to like don't like run across the room to hit the thug and then run all the way back, obviously.
Sure.
It's a consideration when you're fighting her. Like, I mean, there was a thug who, at one point, I can't remember if you did it or not, but now you know that's something that you can do.
Yeah, for sure. Would you get any of these, or would you roll this?
I would not roll. We only have 2 rolls. We don't have our duo boon yet. We still don't know if we're going to get Aphrodite on special. So
Yeah.
and it's really early to be rolling wells.
Okay.
One thing you can... So, depending on how lucky you're feeling, you could buy the Fateful Twist. We're very close to buying a boon, and you can see the shop really early, and you're not guaranteed to find gold. So I would probably pass on the well of on the Fateful Twist or anything else in here.
Yeah.
If we had more gold, if we had say 200 gold, then I'd say buy Fateful Twist. Because you want to keep in mind how much money it'll take for you to buy a boon. There's 150 gold.
Yeah, definitely. We're really close to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Nova. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it very much. Take it easy. Yeah, so but you wouldn't. I mean, 5 is plenty for Meg. I'd say we don't need more for Meg.
5 is good for if you had used your. I still wouldn't buy it here,
Thanks,
but if you had used your Meg in Tartarus, it would have been probably worth.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah. All right. So nothing here.
All right. Yep, nothing here. I think we move on.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for gold pots as you're running, of course. I don't think we
Yes.
saw any.
Yeah.
Made it to Asphodel.
Whew.
Watch out for that lava.
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
do that.
pause it. Okay, so we've just entered a Hermes room. Now, this is part of what I'm talking about when we talk about like making fast decisions. Is we're already kind of thinking about what we want. We already have our extra dashes.
Yeah.
Really much we want.
Sure, maybe
So-
faster. What? Would faster specials help?
Faster specials it can ruin your combo timing.
Okay.
It's a little weird. I don't like to take special speed, but that's just me. If you're really experienced with the sword, and you're familiar with like the different timing, it can be fine, but it doesn't help you that much, I don't think.
Yeah.
So like I would probably avoid the special. If you like it and you can use it, then that's fine. It messes up the combo timing, at least for me, for now, because I haven't practiced with it too much. But if you have, or if you want to practice it, then by all means take it. Attack speed doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
Hyper sprint can actually kind of mess us up a little bit right now. We don't need the mobility because we already have 4 dashes, so it can actually kind of mobility. So like those would be the sorts of things you want to avoid. Is there anything else you want to avoid?
Gosh. I mean, there's a bunch of things that don't do anything, like cast stuff, and I don't know.
Well.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh well. So if we had Stygian Soul, so if we had Infernal Soul, I would like the cast stuff does affect us. If you were given quick reload, had Stygian Soul, you absolutely do not want to. Or if you had Infernal Soul, you absolutely would not want to take that. Because it causes the bloodstones to pop out, which means you don't get
want
the damage.
them. Yeah. You don't want them to pop out.
But yeah, for here, since we have Stygian Soul, that's good. Side hustle for stonks. Yep, correct.
Well, yeah, side hustle it's not nothing. This early in the run.
Duke Stukum. We do not want. It's not that we don't want faster attacks. That doesn't really matter because our main goal is to be dash attacking.
Yeah, all the time.
And attack speed does not increase the rate at which you dash attack. So
Okay.
I'm
gonna go on and unpause. Is that cool?
Yep, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep in mind what you're looking for. But right now, actions. We don't really want anything else. So right now we can save a lot of time by not thinking about whether we want to reroll or not.
Yeah.
And we can just take something that doesn't hurt us.
Okay.
But you're standing still.
I mean, I might take dodge here. Or
These
quick
are all
recovery.
good. If you're thinking fast, side hustle's great. Just snap, take it, and go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would take the palm.
Ooh, if you have side hustle in your mind and you see it, you can take it real fast.
Yeah.
I don't think we want the palm here. We actually have another palm. We actually have a palm in our attack, which is there are some diminishing returns that you're obviously familiar with.
Yeah.
But we don't have a lot of gold. We only have 159 gold. This means we can afford a boon. But we can't afford, say, something from a well and a boon, right? If we take a ton of damage, we can't afford a boon and some healing.
It's a good point. I often just. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying more money, more meta. So it's
okay. Yeah.
Good. We tend to value palms fairly low.
Oh, really?
Until our build is complete.
Gotcha.
Or close to complete.
I suppose, yeah. The gold is useful for. Oh, I'm missing those dash attacks, man.
It's all right.
Whoa, okey pokey. Thanks, man.
It's hard to control. Hey, Bits.
Yeah, Bits.
Right. Charles Paul, come on.
What?
That kind of language?
Okay, we got Aphrodite.
Oh, this This is so nice. Oh yeah, so yeah, we take it. Yep, we just take the special.
Yeah, we just want to get that duo.
Yep, we just want the duo, and this is the best way for us to apply weak. We can also get it on our dash or our cast if we're desperate, but we're not desperate right now, and this is what we're offered. We don't care about the damage it does. The rarity doesn't matter. We don't roll for anything better, so
gotcha.
That's great.
Okay.
I want to say a quick word about poms, which is that poms are valuable, more valuable, less valuable depending on
what you're going for.
When you get them. It also depends on what build you're going for. Yeah.
Right. I suppose Merciful End would be amazing with more poms because you pump up the doom damage.
Yeah, Doom. So boons like Doom and Lightning, Strike, and all that sort of stuff scale great with poms. We really want poms in those because that's how they scale.
Yeah. And it makes sense that
as much by it.
Sure. I was just gonna. Babylization said gold is super useful in speedruns, and I can see that because you're taking shops all the time, right? You're always running out of gold because you're taking every shop. Yeah, that's a good point.
And Babel is correct. It makes a good point. Cast builds also care a lot of. So if you care about your casts,
yes, right. It scales super well with poms. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's kind of the only way. It's one of the only ways they scale. There isn't really much of a way to make your cast builds better, aside from increasing their base damages or getting more casts or something like that.
Sure.
So we want to take all those things we can get. Then we value poms a lot. But for something like this, we don't really care if we get an extra 6% attack damage. We want to get stuff that gives us the big damage, and this is it.
Well, Artemis damage. Poms are some of the worst in the game, right? Like it diminishes so fast. All right, Heartbreak Flourish.
Yep.
And we don't need the pom.
Yep. Pom. We just talked about it.
Super. Oh, this is a bad one.
A
slow raft.
Some people will break the bombs to get them out of the way because it might be dangerous, but it's up to you. I choose not to usually, but it's an option. Thank you for the compliment, JDM. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. Tons of awesome bombs being dropped here by Wriste. Hey! Oh yeah! Hey!
You didn't even have to reroll it. So the advantage of Fated Persuasion is if you didn't find this, you don't have to wait until you see your next boon to reroll it.
Yeah.
Or for another chance at it, you just roll it.
You roll it now.
If we didn't get heart rend, roll again. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So, but we got what we want. This is good.
Yeah, this is a good thing.
Two blessings are better than one.
And oh man. Okay, now I would go for rarity. Just increasing the rarity of 2 boons.
Yep. Yep. I think that's the correct move.
Right, Ambrosia Delight, not Refreshing Nectar.
Yep. There might be an argument for Refreshing Nectar if, say, we didn't have Heart Rend now.
Gotcha.
Because it does increase the rarity of duos and legendaries.
Oh, it increases the likelihood of that?
Yep. It
does.
does.
I didn't know that.
And if we had stuff that scales really well with poms, like cast builds and stuff like that, then we might choose to take poms over Ambrosia. But here, Ambrosia's good. You're correct.
Okay. I thought that rarity only affected up to epic because of the way that like Boon's selection worked in the game, right? Like Thanatos. Like if like it goes like, do you qualify for a legendary? Do you qualify for a duo? And then it goes by rarity based on your thing. Oh well, we've lost the dialogue sound. I should have just left him. What was that?
What did we lose?
Oh, the sound, the dialogue audio. It's not a big deal. It's a bug that I get occasionally. It's a weird one. Holy cow! Yeah, I'm seeing the marked target thing. I'm seeing how good this is. This is so good.
We're on it.
Yeah, man. That's great.
And a clean kill buff as well.
Yeah. Shop. But is this the free one? Doggone it. It is the free one.
The
The
Athena
Athena.
right there.
Yeah, it's once again, it's like I don't keep count. I don't keep count in my head, and I'm always like,
So you'll be racing with a racing mod.
okay.
And it's super easy to install. Don't worry about it. If you need help, any of us will walk you through downloading it as well. So,
Sure.
So you'll be able to see your chamber number. I'm assuming you know the chamber numbers of the end biomes.
Somewhat. A little bit.
Okay, yeah. So it's 12. It's 12. By the 12th chamber, you'll see the shop in Tartarus. By the 22nd chamber, you'll see the shop in Asphodel, the end shop in Asphodel, and
Okay.
by chamber 34 in Elysium,
Okay.
you'll see the end shop there.
I see.
The numbers you're looking for, you'll be able to get. The racing mod will show you the chamber numbers
Okay.
while you run, and when you enter a room, you can click the show Boon button on your controller.
Okay.
And it won't bring up your boons, but it will flash your chamber number for you, so you can always check at
Okay.
the start of each room.
Interesting.
I use that just because I like to know. It doesn't lose you any time. And it's super safe, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I figured we wanted to do this, right?
Yep. This is what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Yep.
else.
The reroll is good. I would just snag Ocean's bounty here.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate.
Everything else is kind of so. Here are some things. If you take the cast or the call, these are core boons. These are tier 1 boons.
Yeah.
Which means that they'll enable duo boons.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any duo boons you particularly care for from any of these.
I didn't do the split.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't do the split. Of course, this is me being a total noob at this.
Oh, I straight up forgot as well. I should have. All right.
It's a 41-minute Tartarus. All right, beat that.
It's pretty
Beat
good.
that, you racers.
And here, I actually think the palm slice is worth buying.
Okay.
It'd be a little bit controversial.
So like did our
But I
clean
think
kill,
you'll-
right? Yeah.
But you'll have enough money for something from the well. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
This is the hard part, because I don't actually think you can afford a Chaos Gate now. I think it costs 45.
Oh,
Could be
sure.
wrong, or maybe it's 40. In any case, maybe
Yeah.
that was a mistake. I would have,
Sure.
like, if it were me, I probably would have
55.
snagged it and gone. But
Yeah.
that's also worth considering. How much money you have left for the Elysium biome? Oh.
Right, and especially since we don't really care too much about and we don't use Meg until the final phase. Is that correct? I know this is going to be the best Asphodel time in the world. World record Asphodel split. Definitely going to be accepted by the speedrunning powers that be, right?
And one of the reasons why we like to mag toward the end is because usually at the end the Hydra will use moves that cause them to be invulnerable more, so we want to avoid
sure.
that time loss. Just gotta wait for this thing to go, and there we go.
Cool. Hey, I got it. I never did achieve the back when you could do like stage skips with Megara.
Split?
Or
The split.
yes, thank you. Look at that.
All right, that was a fast Asphodel.
Very fast Asphodel.
You can just walk into Elysium.
I'll have to practice that, man. That's tough for me to think about.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Athena now? I mean, what are we looking for? Or chaos or I struggled with this when I was doing a
So usually this is where you can kind of think about it on your way in.
Yeah, I should have been thinking about it before I got to the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, you have only a handful of options, really. You can go Bone Hourglass for some high rolls.
Yeah.
You can go for Athena for the dash. I think we're feeling okay. You can check the well real quick, actually. So this is something that obviously we do a little bit faster in real time.
Yep.
Check the well. Okay, there's no Chaos Gate here. If we don't roll for it, we have one reroll left. And we want to use it. It's really important.
Use it for what now? What do we want to use the reroll for? It kind of cut out.
We wanted to use it on something that's important.
Okay, not okay.
Wells aren't super important right now.
Okay.
What I would say is you have a choice between the coin purse and the Athena keepsake. You can do either one.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I personally would choose the coin purse just because I would feel fairly safe. We have a lot of damage, so I wouldn't be too afraid of dying.
Okay.
But that's up to you. We can leave the dash slot open for more Artemis if you want.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I see that. And yep, we already saw that.
I already checked the well.
Already checked it.
So going in, I think I would want to maybe find 1 health, maybe 2. Our health is pretty low. Oh, there's a hammer.
Yeah, hammer for sure.
Yeah, hammer's the one.
Yep. Hammers every time. Whoa. These guys have way more health than they should.
So one thing that I said earlier about
Oof.
these are terrible.
World Splitter?
World Splitter does the least damage to us, so yeah, we take World Splitter. So one thing I said earlier when we were in Tartarus about wave manipulation, I think is probably most noticeable in Elysium, at least for me. In between waves, hugging the exit door if possible is really good. So like between waves, you can just dash off to the side.
Yep.
And enemies will spawn you.
Got it.
So
Yep. I've seen racers do that. I should be thinking about that. Okay.
Yeah. It's not too bad that like you're not thinking about it, because it's kind of hard to think about, especially if you don't like know to think about it. But
yeah,
just so you know. FYI. But yeah, World Splitter hurts us the least here.
Yeah. And Vareem has a good point. I have to be careful not to do my attack, which I have been doing some attacks, so it's kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why all of those were bad in one shape or form.
Yeah, there it is.
There's a chop.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, nice.
But at least Purple Arrow did some good for us.
Don't be too scared of the purple arrows. Like,
you know who I am. Purple arrows and me have had a bad relationship since the start of this game.
I like the slow moving purple arrows. They remind us that we're mere gamers. All right, easy drop.
Yep.
Nothing we really want here. We have so much money. You could justify buying Dionysus if you wanted.
Yeah.
The call good.
Yeah, call's
like
great.
A strong drink.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But it's up to you here. Like this is like this is a very less impactful decision.
Yeah, and it's 5% bonus damage too from the family favorite, but that's
it is possible that you should consider saving your cash for maybe the Styx shop, but unless there's something we really need in Styx, we actually tend to avoid the Styx shop. So
Gotcha. Ezio Thanatos, yes. Wriste Wriste is here, and he is teaching me how to speedrun. He is the current and reigning champion of the Hermes Cup. So he very graciously decided to agree to come and help me learn how to speedrun. And helping me with I'm doing the Hermes Cup next Friday. You should all check out that stream, Jerds on Jerds' channel. Anyway, if people have just come in, that's what we're doing. So. Yeah, I think I would take it just in case I got the call, because I feel like the call would do amazing things for us.
Yeah, sure. Snag it.
There it is.
Ooh, vintage is nice too. I think call might be better, but...
Yeah, I do like premium vintage. It seems like every time I see premium vintage, there's always one thing that's just slightly better in my... I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but...
Killed things so quickly, though, we may not have even needed it.
Yeah. Okay. This is
yeah,
interesting.
we always take the mini boss.
Take what?
We always take the mini boss.
Oh, sure. It's faster.
Well, so it's not just that it's faster. So obviously you'll see at least 2 mini boss rooms in Elysium, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you either get the butterfly or Asterius.
Yeah. So if we skip this room, we will see another mini boss room eventually, right?
Yep.
But the reason why we don't skip the room is because the next room might have Patroclus offered opposite it. And so then we'll be at a disadvantage because we've skipped the mini boss room, which, as you said, is generally faster. And it gives us a powerful boon. And we'll have kind of wasted our Patroclus, sort of. It's not a total waste, but it's just
yeah, I see what you're saying. I think I see what you're saying. Okay. Let's go for it. Death in a bottle. In this case, we were, and I think in the last time you get some time. In short, yeah, always take the thing.
Pause here if you can.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously always open with the cast.
Yes. Yeah. Because he stands still.
Really good to remember, and yeah, you're already far away. The other thing, I can take this opportunity to teach you the secret Meg timing for Asterius.
I'd love to know that.
So we like to use Meg on the second phase because he's a little more dangerous. I think he's a little faster as well, although I'm not totally sure. But in any case, it's better to skip that phase than it is to skip more of the early phase. And if you have Hydraulic Might, you'll want to use that time in his early phase, and you don't want to waste that time while he's invulnerable.
I see.
That's another reason why you'd want to learn this.
Okay.
So when Asterius is phasing in his little invulnerability shell, he will pound his chest twice. As soon as he hit, it doesn't have to be so frame perfect that it's crazy, but after he hits his chest the second time, you want to use Meg, and I think you have to be on top of him too, because she'll target your location, not his.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Halion says that Meg always misses. Don't bother.
Well, Halion's Meg misses, but that's because she's being steered by a blind, drunk ghost.
Old so-and-so. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay,
he
got
his
it.
chest twice on the second thumb.
Second thumb.
Meg.
You got it. You got it. Here we go.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, that's it. I got it.
Nice, you got it. There it is. Good job. It's super easy.
It's not too hard. Man, those back swings. Those back swings get me every time.
Yep, those are pretty brutal.
It's never my fault.
Who's the short one now, huh?
So Aphrodite is a little weirder. We'll have what we want for in terms of duo boons, but there's still a couple things that are very helpful. Dying Lament's great.
Yeah.
Sweet Surrender is also really good. The boon that causes enemies who are weakened to take more damage.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 boons we're looking for from her. Dying Lament's great. We take it.
Okay. Yeah, I like Dynamite a lot. Okay.
Heartbreak time.
Oh, here we have another chance at getting hydraulic might.
Yeah.
A little danger of dying, so
Yeah. Careful. Careful. Oh my goodness gracious me. Hey, how's it going?
I just finished the Bastion house.
You did what now?
Just finished thinking and doing additions.
Okay.
just so you
Good
know,
night.
JP,
What? What'd I do?
that's what you didn't do.
Oh. Yes. Yes. I just now finished working, you gamer, you.
Have fun gaming.
Yeah.
In there. Are you alive?
Oh, gosh. Good stuff.
Nice.
Would I
Okay,
just take
so-
Sunken Treasure?
You can take Sunken Treasure. We're a little low on health. I would strongly consider it.
Yeah.
The alternative is re-rolling for Hydra. I'd say it's up to you, though.
Yeah. I mean, how vital is that? I mean, I guess we have most of the things that we want online, so there's a potential value in spending on it.
Yeah, we can roll for it. If you're on like the bleeding edge, if you're like bleeding edge gamer like Vareem, he absolutely just skips over Sunken Treasure and rolls for Hydraulic Might every time. If you don't want to do that, that's fine.
Okay.
No one will blame you for it. And Sunken Treasure, I think, is a perfectly acceptable choice since you're low on health.
Yeah.
When you get more healing, you have 1 DD. You can roll, and there's a chance that you'll still see Sunken Treasure too. So
When do you teach him about abusing Breaking Wave? How to abuse Breaking Wave? I would take Sunken Treasure if it was me deciding in the split
Might
second.
see.
Whoops. Oh gosh.
Never enough of these back at the house.
I'm gonna check the well. We don't bother to pick up all the other stuff. So in a lab,
Oh.
wouldn't do that. We don't care about the other
Yeah.
stuff. We can just
Yeah,
automatically
right.
pick up the sandwiches, and you don't have dark regeneration, so the darkness doesn't help us.
Good point. Good point. It doesn't look like anything here.
Oh, by the health.
Worth it.
Keep our health up. Nice. Alright, cool.
Super.
I would have considered the health there.
Sure, because
we're-
considering how low we are.
Yeah, if we weren't so low, I think we would just take the coin every time. This is still a fine choice,
You
really.
made it.
But especially toward the end of Elysium, when like buying things for our build, we won't really have much of a place for our money to go.
Sure. That's a good point. Hydraulic Might or more health?
I'd say we push for Hydraulic Might. We're given another chance, we take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Beck? Saturday's been okay. Nice. Moving upward. Although this room is super screwy when it
Yeah.
comes to enemy
Oh,
spawns.
gosh. Nope. Oh no. Is it gonna happen? This is not good.
We're
Not good.
So we got help.
We got health. We got some. Yeah, maybe I should be slowing down. I don't know. Like, do you ever slow down, even if you're dying?
I definitely slowed down a little bit. I did get
Yeah.
a little nervous. So yeah, none of this stuff is good, so we rerolled that. This is where I would actually look for Sunken Treasure.
Oh yeah.
It's a hard choice. We probably don't want the run to die, so we
Yeah.
probably take Sunken Treasure.
Yeah. Since we are
That's
in that kind of bad moment, and the palm here, other than
I think we take the palm. The reason why we take the palm is not only because it's safer. The God Trial is very hard.
Yeah.
It also gives us a chance at the fountain room.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cannot get a fountain room off of God Trials.
Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Okay. My wife just told me that I picked my nose on stream. It happens. Listen, everyone picks their nose, okay? It's just whether or not people see it.
True. Fact.
I mean, some people might wash their hands after they pick their nose. That's, you know, that's separate though. That's you know, that's a whole nother thing entirely. Do I have time to wash my hands right now? I do not. I'm doing a speed run. This is the literal definition of a time when I wouldn't. Oh, I should have gone to the edge there, right?
Oh, I think you're good. This is fine. And these are melee-based enemies anyway. So
Right, they're gonna come towards me.
they're gonna come towards you. Look for those waves.
Yeah. Boy. If it were just me deciding, I'd probably take Dionysus Aid.
I
But-
just slam it into the attack.
Oh, attack. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
6%?
aid isn't going to get you that much.
Okay.
You'll be using it, it'll be great, but
Yeah.
it's not what we're leaning on. We're leaning on our
Sure.
attacks.
Sure. Okay.
Extra blessing.
Oh, is this the free one?
We're at the end of Elysium.
Yeah. So
this is
free
our- this is
palm,
our shop.
but we have 683 gold, so we should probably take the shot.
We absolutely take the shop. We have a ton of gold.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Nice. I think we just buy everything here.
Again.
Yeah, sure. Hydraulic. Why not?
Why not?
Take the health. Take the palm. You can do one. Clean kill or hydraulic might is fine.
I mean, is 3% even worth it at all? Like,
This palm thing. So in real time, this decision doesn't really matter.
oh yeah, you just pick whatever.
You look
Yeah.
at it like you don't see your attack, so that doesn't really matter. We don't have
Okay.
anything else to really care about.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the attack, then we just
Pick whatever.
pick whatever. Yep.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Except that. Oh, except that one. Just kidding. So you
Wait,
stick
wait.
with Theseus, right?
Okay, so hold on.
Yep. I'll pause.
We're going to teach you another special Meg position
Yeah.
timing thing. So you're using a controller, right?
Yep.
So what you can do is you can press, as soon as the fight starts, press up on the D-pad. This will orient Zagreus directly north.
Okay.
And then summon Meg.
Right.
And
Like right away at
stay
the beginning.
facing that way. Yep. It's kind of weird, but the reason why you want to do that is because Meg will come in facing at perpendicular to where Zag is facing. So if you're facing forward, she'll go across the screen,
Gotcha.
which is exactly what you want. So
Okay. Straight
when you're ready,
straight north, and summon her right away.
tap the D-pad upward. You can take a few steps forward if you want, but then
Okay.
just summon her.
Okay.
And don't forget to plug his stairs with your cast.
Yeah. Okay.
But do that afterward.
Gotcha. Okay.
Good.
We got the hit.
Right. Just don't die.
The main thing is just not to die at this point. Please don't die. Please don't die. Okay, he's gonna throw him.
Get him, get him, get him.
Oh, yeah, good run. Oh, this is too similar to our. This is too painfully similar. Did we got them both?
Nice. You see the power of marked there, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, yeah,
You're just
yeah.
destroying them. This is why we value marked so much.
Definitely. I see it. I see it. I'm a convert.
Your struggles soon shall be in vain.
Holy cow. So I mean, people take the acorn or
Yeah, we want the acorn here.
okay.
The acorn saves us a lot of damage.
Okay. I might buy some of these.
Yeah, we got a ton of money. These are all very useful. Probably pass the rest if you want.
Yeah.
That's up to you, depending on how comfortable you feel about pushing for backstabs on enemies.
Yeah.
But
Not-
I believe me, and Talos are fine.
Okay. Just take those
And
two.
Go. Yep.
Oh man, my splits. Doggone it.
Oh. Forgot about the splits.
20 minutes. 20 minutes in Elysium. No problem. No problem.
Reach the surface.
I mean, I know that there's gold pots potentially. Oh, there's one right there. Doggone it.
Yeah, we don't. We just move on.
That's on offer.
You don't grab these though. Is that right?
So we can.
Yeah.
We don't want to make too many trips to the shop.
Yeah.
So generally we'll wait till the end. If there was a health there, I would actually consider getting the health, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, because we're in pretty bad shape.
We want to make sure we don't die.
Yeah.
But since we're up here, obviously we always take the mini boss rooms because those rooms are faster.
Unless you get the tiny vermin. Well, even that's faster. I'd go for health first, probably, because of what we talked about.
Yes.
Or maybe it doesn't matter too much. Oh, gold. Doggone it. I need to slow down and just be a little bit more thoughtful, I think.
Goes on to care less and less about gold.
True. Good point. You had mentioned that. I should remember that.
And as Reem said, important thing in racing is knowing what decisions are worth spending time thinking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like with that mid biome well, you just make a call and go. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't even care about the decision. It doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay.
if you have in mind what you're looking for, like say a death defiance, you like look for it. If you don't see it, then maybe you like just buy the top item, which is always health, and then just go. Doesn't matter if you really missed anything. Just
right. Yeah. Top one is health and get out. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
But be mindful because sometimes that's the blood price.
Ah. I see. Yes, that would be awkward. Oh, these guys.
All right, if you enter a giant rat room.
Oh, I missed it.
Use Meg.
Oh, yeah, right. We can.
A little bit late for it.
Yeah. Right, you want to take out as much of the... You want to take out as much of the armor as possible before it hits the health, right? Cutoff?
Well, you want to just open up with Meg.
Every time.
And whack him.
Gotcha. Okay.
One thing you can do is sort of hang out where it spawns. You have to be on the spot because Meg won't target where it's going to be because it doesn't technically exist yet in the game.
I see.
But like as it's fabricating to the game space, you can activate Meg and she'll hit it right as it shows up.
Okay.
The timing isn't super tough or anything like that, so it's kind of like the Asterius thing, right? Like it sounds like it's timing, but like don't fret too much about it.
Okay.
Just wait for it to be mostly spawned. Make sure you're standing over it, and then
you're sure to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So now we just take off into the next tunnel. Let's go.
Okay. I'm not doing the like back and forth thing that I should be doing.
It's hard to do. We do visit this well.
Okay.
Alright, there's nothing really here. You can take a hydrolyte if you want. But no.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. In a live format, we would like not spend very much time on that.
You would just grab whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Man, my casts are not very on point today.
and one argument for taking
right.
There you go.
Nice. That was pretty fast.
We'll chat later, okay?
100 Ash. Look at that.
There it is. Finally. We finally get it.
Don't be distracted by the green
Don't be
Boon.
distracted.
Alright, now we gotta go. Sure, just take whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I feel like it shows up slightly more in money tunnels. Anyone else feel this way? Is this true for anyone else's experience? Probably not. I feel like
It doesn't make any difference the time, the kind.
Oh, yeah.
So much damage.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty awesome. It's fun to see.
We're gaming.
We are. Nice.
Alrighty.
Attack.
Very good. We actually would have done the dash strike there, but
Yes.
it doesn't matter too much.
Doggone.
And yeah, if you want, you can just visit that. It doesn't really matter though. Take
Right.
Hunter's Instinct or whatever and just get out of there.
Gotcha.
Prince persuades.
If you wanted to, you could have bought the big palm, maybe
Hmm.
put it into the dash.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter too much.
I see
And
that.
split.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's where you split.
And again, to be clear, you could have split.
At the sack.
Father.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. Could have split where? Sorry. Do you want me to pause here for a sec? We're not hearing you, Wrist. Let me double check that we're still. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No
Not
problem.
sure what happened there. Yeah, you can split. You can split whenever you want.
Yeah.
As long as it's consistent.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh, he disappeared right away. What a jerk. Oh, okay. We lost 2 of them already. That's great.
No.
Oh man.
Cease making me face you here.
It'll take you getting out of my blasted way.
You cannot hold me that way.
What is save the call for when he comes out of invulnerability?
Sure.
All right, dodge his next attack. Nice.
Okay.
All right, try to plug in with the cast as he
Yep.
comes out.
Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, no.
Let's have it out then, boy.
Oh, man, I'm getting hit like crazy.
Oh, damn it.
Doggone it. This is just par for the course for me, I'll be honest.
Hey, don't worry about it. So now
Yeah.
we know a couple things.
Yeah.
We know that maybe not ready for high confidence yet.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Yep. That's definitely the
We can
case,
drop the
I
high
think.
confidence and trade it for hard skin or thick skin.
You're back.
Yeah.
And it means also that we should have taken maybe we should keepsake into Elysium because the dash just makes you really safe, and that's fine.